All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Um, Welcome, Alex. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do this, especially with everything going on tonight. This is real life, y'all. Like 3 minutes before this, my son was crying about something. Alex has a baby on her right now and a sick husband. So thank you so much, Alex, for still doing this, even though your poor hubby's so sick. And life happens, and this is what it looks like on our calls regularly. We are normal people with normal families and normal needs, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
I'll let you fix that. So, what I'm going to do today, guys, is as you know, we just launched or just opened the doors to the new group program, or not new, but to the group program. And Alex has been on this journey with me. She is one of a few people that jumped in the first time I launched this program, and she has offered to kind of share what she has experienced as she's gone through the last several months in the program so that you can get an inside look to what it looks like in case you're interested. So, Alex, the first thing I want to ask you is what was life like before working with me, and then how is it now?
I'd have to say like it was a lot of like wondering like what to do and questioning and just not very confident at all because I was doing the whole corporal thing before and it just was not working for us. And I just remember also like we were having like a really bad day the one time, just sitting on my daughter's floor and just thinking there's got to be a better way. Like, I'm not happy. She's not happy. This can't be how it's supposed to be. I just feel like there's got to be a better way. And then when I did actually start learning about gentle parenting and all that, I just didn't know where to begin. So I was very confused, and it felt like I was trying to take information from everyone else, and it was, just not really working out.
You would get like the 25 majillion different answers in the Facebook groups.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. It was like I would have like a question, just something simple, like what should I do for snacks? And someone's like, give them whatever they want. No, give them only organic. And it's like, okay, I don't know what to do. So I can't do it all. You guys all have different opinions. So yeah, that's kind of how life was before this.
So, what is it like now, now that you're in the program?
I feel like now, like I have a more clear idea of like our goals and like how I want to parent and just, you know, more confident, and I'm more able to, take advice and either take it and absorb it or just let it roll, just like, I'm not gonna take that one, I'll just throw it out, whatever. And so that's helped a lot, with me, like defining like more how we're doing parenting. So that's how it feels now.
I like how you said that. Do you ever feel like if you don't follow my instructions that I'm gonna be mad at you or anything?
No, not at all.
Good. That wasn't on my list, but you made it brought it up, and I think that's one thing that a lot of people think is like a parenting coach is going to tell you what to do, and if you don't do what they say, that they're going to judge you for it and be mad at you. It's like
Yeah,
the
no,
opposite.
no, not at all. I mean, it's more like coming to you for advice, and then it's like I feel like you've given me like several approaches to like the same, situation, and then I can kind of just troubleshoot from whichever approach is the best.
That's right.
And I mean, it's been working.
Perfect. So, what is your favorite part about working with me?
Honestly, just being able to message you in the moment, and especially like when it's fresh on my mind, because I'm the type of person. I mean, you and I both know that if I say, okay, well, when I talk to Mary next week, I'm going to remember to tell her about this incident, but like I never will. And it's just kind of nice to like have that girlfriend kind of thing, just like that friend to go to and be like, oh my gosh, like this just happened. And, you can hear in like my voice, because I do a lot of voice messaging with you, like how like real this feels right now, like my raw emotions, and you're able to pick up on that. So
Yeah.
that's been very helpful. And that's probably the best part, honestly, is just having you there, like kind of right next to me through all this in a way.
It's so interesting to see how each one of you use the different features of the program. You are like all about being able to directly message me, whereas somebody else is like they just wait until that day and deal with it in one fell swoop. Or whereas other people are really like their one-to-one times, where you feel like you get your one-to-one times anyway, so you don't even worry about it. So it's so interesting to see how each one of you like a different feature. All right. So, why did you decide to work with me, especially above all the other people that you see on TikTok and Instagram and in the other groups? What made you choose to work with me?
Um, Honestly, I think it had to be because when I would go into like the Facebook group, the gentle parenting Facebook group, and you were always on there, and I always liked your advice, and you always just seemed so patient and helpful and like understanding, and almost like a way of like, you've been there, you're like, I get it, I did that whole thing, I was raised the same way. And I feel like you and I had a lot of similarities that I didn't really realize until after I started the program with you. But this, you just seem more relatable, where like some people like like, I don't know how you could ever think that way about your child, and it's like, but I do. So are
But
you
I
judging
do.
me or are you gonna help me? Where I felt like you.
Oh, is that my internet? We're frozen. Uh oh. Switch internets. Are we there? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Uh-oh. Alex. The joys of live, y'all. You never know what's going to happen. I told you this was unedited. Completely unedited. All right. So she's going to go off real quick and see if she can restart her thing. But if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Alex and I would be happy to respond to them. I know there's so much that goes into deciding whether or not to invest in such a program. So please ask all the questions. All right, here she is. Yay, she's moving again. I wasn't sure if it was you or me, so I restarted my internet, but then it was, you still were
Oh,
froze. So I was
yeah,
like,
switched off my Wi-Fi and turned on my phone cellular. So I don't know. It just, hopefully that works. It's hit or miss here a lot. But anyways, I
same, you know it.
that I didn't feel judged by you a lot of the time. Actually all the time. I mean, I I never
It's okay if you tell me something else.
I never once, felt afraid to come to you about something, and to give you like my raw emotions and what was going on and how I was dealing with things. Like if I had a really, really bad day and did something I'm not proud of at all and told you, I wasn't afraid that you were going to be like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with you? I felt very understood and not judged.
I'm glad. That's my goal, like above all else, is to make sure that people feel comfortable to be vulnerable. So thank you for. I'm gonna cry. Okay. um, how has your mindset changed in your time working with
Um, you getting down, bud?
me?
I'd have to say more confident for sure. Sorry, I'm fixing myself.
We're moms, we get it.
I have to say definitely like more confident and more clear headed in like what direction I want to go in with parenting. Um, I'm sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Yeah, like how has your mindset changed? Like especially around
Oh,
um Sarah and parenting and
yeah.
even your own,
Um,
children.
so definitely more like I don't know how to describe it, like understanding how a child brain works. That has been my huge thing, like my huge mind shift because before gentle parenting, I was led to believe that, kids should just know better, like when they walk out of the womb and like, they should just mind and they should just do as I say. And it was confusing. Like, why would my kid do this? And, all these things that I was like brought up to believe about children. And I mean, some awful things. And now it's like I understand more psychologically, like what goes on in their brain and why they do the things that they do. Which I mean, why there's a mural on my wall when my daughter did when she was like 2 years old with Sharpie. So like I understand now why that happened.
And you've been
Are you
able to
frozen
like
now?
help guide her through that, right? Like now you're like, okay, well now if I see that she has that Sharpie,
Oh
I
no.
think this is something you said in a message to me, right? Like now
Hang
I
on.
see that,
I'll
I'm not gonna
message
like
her.
just get all mad. Oh, internet bad again. Maybe what's she doing that? She like said it in one of her voice messages. Like I can now I can like actually ask her what her plan is and then give her a way, an outlet with that Sharpie that's not on her wall. Right?
I think I missed a whole bunch of that because you had frozen for a minute.
It's okay. Basically, it was just saying like how you've learned like with that Sharpie, you used to be like, oh, she's into the Sharpies again, but you've voice messaged me in the past of like I used to do that, but now I'm like, okay, I see that she has the Sharpie. Let's give her a more appropriate outlet for it versus your wall.
Yes.
All right. What would you say to the parent who is currently in the position you were in? So, somebody who's thinking about joining the program or struggling like you were, not very confident in their choices, what would you say to them?
I would say to do it for sure. Because I mean, like I said a little bit before, I was definitely in the place of I would have something happen. I would go to the gentle parenting community on Facebook. I would type up my question, my situation. I'd be, all like sometimes I'd give myself time to calm down so I wouldn't sound like a crazy person on Facebook. Um, but essentially, like I'd go there, like for example, my daughter just colored on the wall with Sharpie. What's the natural consequence or whatever? What should I do here? And then I would get flooded with a whole bunch of answers, and then I'd a little bit more clear-headed, but also still with a lot of questions and wondering, well, what should I really do? And in the midst of all that, I would also feel very I don't know, not like shot down in a way, but I mean they're pretty good on the community there. For the most part they are. But every once in a while you get that one parent who you felt kind of judged by and you were just like, oh man, maybe I don't know what I'm doing with this whole parenting thing. And again, you would also like I would get answers from so many different people and then I try to like mishmash them all together. Sorry. I don't know which way to hold the phone.
It's okay. You're
But I try to
frozen
like
video
mishmash
anyway, so
together. I'm what?
your video is frozen, but we can
Uh-oh,
still
are
hear
we
you, so
frozen?
it's okay.
It froze for a second. What'd you say?
I said your video is frozen, but your audio is okay, so it's okay.
Oh, that's weird. Um, but yeah, it's like I would kind of like walk away from that group with a whole bunch of answers, good answers, but not knowing still which one to apply, you know? So with you, you kind of gave me more clear. I mean, I would feel like if what I would tell the parent that's trying to decide whether they should do this or not, if you find yourself kind of in that position where you're taking a lot of answers from a lot of people and trying to apply everything, but you just need something more straightforward, definitely do the program.
Yeah. And, how did you feel like the answers that you were given in the group versus the answers, like, not even answers, but like the questions and ideas that I give you? Do you feel they're at least any more specific to your particular needs?
Uh, yes, for sure. I mean, because I knew what was going on, you were able to ask questions back to me, and it was kind of like this puzzle piece that we were, this puzzle that we were like figuring out together. A lot of times that's what it was like, where I can post a question on Facebook and all they're getting is just the words that I posted, and they're just trying to figure out what's going on too and then give their best answer. Where with you were able to ask questions as far as like, well, did she have good rest today, or did she, eat something that she shouldn't have, or did, whatever. Or did she go over to someone's house and get all hyped up and then come back over to your house and is disappointed? All these things we were able to kind of pull and figure and then kind of address the real root of the problem.
Yeah. That's one of the things I love about when we have our voice back and forth is that we can, or even like we're in our group calls, like we can narrow it down so much better than you can in a massive Facebook group. In a Facebook group, we're just giving you the best answer for the interpretation that we made of your post, right? Whereas like in the coaching, we can actually get down to the nitty-gritty.
Right.
So what do you love most about parenting now?
Hmm. I have to say, being able to feel more focused on the relationship with my kids, um, and just kind of just enjoying them at like the stages that they're at, and not seeing them as like obstacles so much. Like I feel like before this, I saw my kids as obstacles, like in a way where it's like I wake up and it's like, okay, how are they going to inconvenience my day? Where now it's like I wake up and it's feels more like to spend time with them and build a relationship with them every single day. And even like in the bad moments that I may have, I'm like, there's something to learn out of this, and there's bonding that can happen over this, where before I would just be mad. And like sometimes I do have my bad days still, but it's still a habit that I'm getting out
Yeah.
of and learning.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing. Like, if you've been in my group or around me for any length of time, we are not about perfection. No one, not even myself, is perfect. So
You're all,
don't worry about that.
I can't hear.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Can you, yeah, I can now.
Okay. I was gonna say, for anyone that's been around me for any length of time, you know that I'm not about perfection, and that not even myself is perfect. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did hear
Okay.
that.
All right. To end it off, is there anything else that um, you feel you want to share about the program, about working with me, or anything else?
Mm, I would say it's worth it. It definitely has been worth it. Just getting that more like clear-minded direction of where I want to go with my parenting. Um, so then kind of takes all the guesswork out, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
That's what to me a lot is take work out, and so if you're you're someone that is sitting there trying to guess through parenting and you need some more clear direction, you definitely just go for it. So that would be my 2 cents to all this.
Yay. Thank you so much, Alex, for taking the time out to do this. I want to let you get back to your family because I know there's a lot going on for you tonight. But thank you so much. My love to Sarah White and Daniel. And we will talk next week or in a couple days. But thank you so much. Mwah. And got me crying today. So thank you. Bye, y'all. I'll just wait for you.